Imagine Joseph and the thoughts that are running in his mind, that as he was being dragged by the Ishmaelites to be sold as a slave in a foreign country. Imagine that situation and those thoughts that were running in the mind of Joseph. He might have been thinking, why is this happening to me? What did I do wrong? Why are my brothers against me? Why do they hate me so much that they even sold me as a slave? Why did they plot to kill me? Why did they rip off that special dress that my father gave me? Why is God watching all this and not doing anything? I know sometimes it could get even darker, Why is God allowing this to happen? Why is God doing this against me? And that's even more darker. Imagine all those thoughts running around in the mind of Joseph. He might have thought, God has forsaken me. God is nowhere there in my life. But in the midst of all that, God's hand was working on behalf of Joseph behind the scenes. You see, the brothers of Joseph were originally feeding their flock in Shechem. It was God who moved them to Dothan, the route which was taken by the Ishmaelites. The brothers originally planned to kill him. It was God who stopped them from killing him. Right? And they sold him as a slave. The Ishmaelites could have sold him anywhere else, but they took him to Egypt. They could have sold him to anybody else, but they sold him to Potiphar. Now Potiphar was the one who had access to the throne and to Pharaoh and to the palace. Hallelujah. When Joseph was falsely accused by Potiphar's wife, even then God's hand was working behind the scenes. He could have been killed. He could have been thrown in any other prison. He could have even been sold to somebody else. But God's hand directed him to that prison where the king's prisoners were being imprisoned. It was God who gave the dreams to the butler and to the baker. It was God who gave the interpretation to Joseph. It was God who gave the dreams to Pharaoh and the answer to Joseph. God is always working in our life, even when we don't realize it.